Good afternoon. It's May 1st, 2024, and today we had a really big up and big down day. Let's see. So about 88 points, which was pretty much taken back. And here's how it looks on the daily chart. It's just a huge doji with a huge upper tail. A doji with a huge upper tail, what I mean. And on a day like today with all these bars, I'd probably look at a higher time frame chart like the 6500 tick chart. But let's take a look at this. So you can see the overnight range was only 27.5 points. So with the daily average bar being about 65 or so, that would mean we're in breakout mode. And with all the news items going on today, I think there was one at 6:45, 7 a.m., and one at 11 a.m. You probably just want to wait until 11 a.m. and see what happens. But in the overnight, we have this sell-off. And then before market open, we have this rally. I don't see anything here. This is at 5:30. You could probably consider this one as a higher low, but you're going right into that midline, so you got some stuff to be concerned about. But I like this bullish momentum. You got a leg up here, big bull bar here, so maybe you consider that one. Then shortly after the market opens, we get some sideways, and then we form this spike and channel down. And this was clearly a channel. Prices just bouncing at the lows and highs. And then we get a 7 a.m. News item. Makes it go a little crazy. We bounce. This is a clear overshoot, clear break. And then we're just in a range. And so you want to buy low and sell high. Here we're in the midline. And then we form this channel up. Could you consider this? Yeah, you could consider it. But you probably just want a lower high. That's going right into the midline, so I really actually don't like that. And you could consider this after this inside bar, second entry long, right up to the highs of the channel. But not really a good setup. And then you get this sell-off. People take their profits at the low of the range, and then we get a rally. People take their profits at the high of the range. It sells off again. So maybe you take this one. Because you can see you get a leg down. It stalls here. A bunch of dojis, and then it goes down. You can see the tails here. Then we finally get a bullish bar. So I think that's worth considering. And you could probably consider this one, but you're going right into that midline. So I'd probably just wait. Then we have all this stuff. And here you're getting close to the news item, so you just want to sit out. Bounces. This square was just denoting that this is the area of the news item. And you can see it just goes a little crazy for a little while, sideways. And we break out to the high side. It fails. So if you bought this breakout, maybe you just take your profits after you see, definitely after this doji, because you got a bearish doji here, so it's not good follow through. Then you get a bear bar, and then you get a doji outside bar. I think you could take your profits right there or cut your losses there. Comes back, bounces, comes back up again. This is a pretty decent short. I like that. That's a second entry short. And we got a big up, big down, big up. So big confusion, hallmark of a trading range. That's what Al Brooks says. and you can see it drops again. And notice how we are making higher lows and higher highs. So we come down here, and I mean, you could argue for this one too. You know, there's reasons to believe it will bounce there, and it does. And so you get a breakout, pull back, boom, it rockets up. And then it's off to the races. Let's see, this looks like a channel. So you got it like that. And so I think it's reasonable to buy, you know, maybe this doji. Let's see if it makes a gap. So yeah, no gap there because we have overlap. But I think there's reasons to consider buying this doji and maybe this higher low, this higher low. We get a breakout pullback right here. That's a little aggressive because that's right at the measured move. Get a second entry long here. Maybe you consider that one. And this looks like a buy climax. I probably wait. And you do get 2 legs of correction. And then you get a higher low. Maybe you consider this failed second entry. But here you're probably in a flatter channel. I'd probably draw it from like here. Because this is where the channel, the spike, this is where the spike broke. So I'd probably just draw it from there. So you can see that's a failure. But we're just chopping to new highs. It's not really easy trading here. And then we're just, you know, really just going sideways at this point. You can see that's actually, some people took profits right there. So, you know, we're going sideways up here. Break out to the low side. It fails. Boom, hit that midline again. You can see that this is I meant to say this is Monday's low. So we had a gap. Yesterday we sold off over Monday's low. And so there's a gap. That price level was never tested. So I think that's where today's highs went to, or just filling that gap. And so we tested it one more time before selling off. This is a very strong sell-off. I feel like you could argue for this one, but that's a tough call. And so we bounce down here. You can see a little bit of a range here. And you do get a second entry short right there. I like that. And that's the second entry short, but we're in this range, so I don't like it. And that brings you to the end of the day. So a lot of movement. If you're swing trading, you could have made a lot of money today. So I hope everyone had a great day, and I'll be back tomorrow.